Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to another local outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com, and wonderful to speak with you all again. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of that fun stuff, of course. And I've got another great week of original New Hampshire-based artists for you. Well, there might be one cover in here, but it's all New Hampshire-based musicians. And we're going to open it up this week with someone we have featured many times on the show over the years, but she just keeps putting out new stuff, really great stuff. Again, this will be a very familiar name to some of you, whether you're a longtime listener of the show or a close observer or active participant in the New Hampshire music scene. Her name is Amanda McCarthy, and this is another great track from her. This is called Superman by Amanda McCarthy to open up this week's local outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
You know you're a jerk sometimes, but it's all for show. Superman persona hiding all they'll never know. You're lying awake at night, counting all that's wrong, and hoping if you laugh it off, the world will play along. But you don't see that you never fooled me. Misrepresented, misunderstood. A million things you'd change if you only knew you could. But if you change one thing, all I ask you to do is love yourself a little more from a higher point of view. 'Cause you don't see that you're perfect to me. Open up and you'll find you were never alone. Even after all this time, you are only a prisoner of your own mind. But through the pain and pressure, I still see the glimmer in your eye that lets me know you're gonna be alright. Living it up and you're out of shell, hiding from the barriers that claim your inner hell. Even all the highs, learn to level out, running from the demons you still know nothing about. But how can you fight when you don't know the enemy? Swallow the pills to get over the hills, desperate to feel anything besides what you felt when you were just a kid, too young to understand, but old enough to know that we're all full of shit. Open up and you'll find you were never alone. Even after all this time, you are only a prisoner of your own mind. But through the pain and pressure, I still see the glimmer in your eye that lets me know you're gonna be alright. Light another cigarette so life can go by quicker. Every day spent in New Hampshire will only make you stale and sicker. You wanna see the world, but it's killing me to know, even among a million people, you'll still feel alone. You know you're a jerk sometimes, but it's all for show. Superman persona hiding all they'll never know. But if you change one thing, all I ask you to do is love yourself a little more from a higher point of view. I just wish I knew how to get through to you. I've seen what's underneath. You're still perfect to me.
Such a beautiful voice, and she sounds just as great live, too, if you ever get a chance to see her. And she plays out quite a bit. Amanda McCarthy, that song is called Superman. And let's see, we're going to shift gears now. Here's a band called Menace, and this track is called My Very Good Friend. Up next on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1.
Used to come around from time to time. When he came around, used to borrow £5. Then we'd stop for an hour and talk about old times.
Off of a building, he thought that he could fly. Had a little habit, he liked getting high. Up there with the angels, flying around. Looked over his shoulder and sees himself on the ground. He was a very good friend of mine. He used to come around from time to time. But when he came around, he liked to borrow £5. We'd stop for an hour and talk about old times. Out of my window, I have to see his face, ducking and diving wanted sign. And when he came around, he liked to borrow £5. Then we'd stop for an hour and talk about old times. Then we'd stop for an hour and talk about old times. Then we'd stop for an hour and talk about old times.
My Very Good Friend by Menace. And up next, another performer with a really beautiful voice, Anna Vogelzang. And the name of this is Black Sea.
There's nothing easy about the love we've been swallowed by. We picked up our heartless hearts and we wrung them dry till our hands turned black with the blood and our eyes turned red with the fire we lay restless above. And it burns the bitter bones out of my body's better lies, and our better beings leads like timid warrior whalemen die, where the winds will keep our remnants whistling with them through the skies, or let us go to lay down with the brine at the bottom of the sea. Our sorrows will lie. Till we climb out towards our undoing, amidst the foul and foam of this black sea, and her cradling waves of endless sleep.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
You're listening to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. And if you want to, by the way, get access to the full archive of the show, very easy to do. If you go to IPMNation.com/local outbreak, you'll find the full 8 years worth. So there's a whole lot of Local Outbreak there for you. IPMNation.com/local outbreak. And let's keep it going. This is a band called New Legs. And the track is How Big Was Your Year?
There's something about the absence of brightness in your eyes, like you've always known this, like it's no big surprise. How big was your year? How big was your year?
How Big Was Your Year by New Legs. Everything they have, by the way, that I found online is really catchy. I really like them a lot. I had never heard of them before, but I'm really into them. Up next, here's an interesting project. Trembling Love is the name of the project, and this is called Dear Old Battlefield. Next up on this week's Local Outbreak.
Just another rusty brother, seeing his old role replay, looking in the world like a broken mirror, seeing his old face displayed. They come and go, come and go. Why'd you advertise goodbye? Living a lie will lay you low. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? But the truth will make you high. Death is unreal, that's the way I feel. There's more to be revealed. Lovers and friends meet again and again on the dear old, on the dear old, on the dear old battlefield. Death is unreal, that's the way I feel. There's more to be revealed. Lovers and friends meet again and again on the dear old, on the dear old, on the dear old battlefield. I will see my memory lightly let me go. I know that we will always be, but time passed fast and slow. Age long, cradle song, almost had me sleeping for good. If not for the plan of the magic man who finally helped me out of the wood. On the dear old, on the dear old, on the dear old battlefield.
That is so cool. Dear Old Battlefield by Trembling Love. And up next, this is these are some young folk here. The band is called Who's Bella? And the track is Stigma. Next up on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
There's a certain stigma to living life without someone or something to hold. Do I really care?
It's the lead silent of the sound when I was happy, so very happy. But I'm not happy anymore. The saddest sights of tomorrow.
There's two ways you can look at anything in this life. Take my job, for instance. I could get up every morning and go, I don't want to go and help a bunch of kids. I'm tired. But I don't. I get up and put on my shirt, my tie, and I say, hot dog, let me at him.
You actually say the words hot dog?
Yes, I do. I know you're struggling. That's what they make guidance counselors. To help you. I understand. Just bad through humor. You guys are tall and surprised you fit through that door. Like, right? Yeah. A lot of times you might see maybe you're taking a shower or something. You go, what are these? What's that? But you feel alone and confused. And you don't think anyone understands. Well,
Sunset skies never look so good. Sunset skies never look so good. Sunset skies never see the light.
Never mind, it's just an illusion from my state of mind.
Sunset skies
I can see the light. Never mind, it's just an illusion from my state of mind. What can I do? What can I do?
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPMNation.com. This is Matt Connerton with you from IPM Nation. And let's see. Here's a band called The Devil Makes Three. And I definitely heard of these guys before. And this is a great track. It's called Fingers to the Bone, up next on this week's Local Outbreak.
I work my fingers to the bone. Not a pretty little penny do I have to show. I ain't asking for much, a little bit of rest by the side of the road. I raise my voice to the force above, Lord, the labor and the goddess of love. Ain't I been a good, hard working, faithful servant and son? Sky turns black and it cracks with the thundering voice. Work is what you are. You're breathing in and out till your final breath falls to the floor. Swing down that sledgehammer through the wood. A little test of mind or flesh ought to do you good. Get up off the ground, you can lay down when the day is done. And on the seventh day you'll lay in the morning sun. Make my home on the mountain high, just me and my love and the big old sky. Ain't asking for much, a little bit of rest by the day that I die. I lift my voice to the force above, Lord, the labor and the goddess of love. Ain't I been a good, hard working, faithful servant and son? final breath falls to the floor. Sky swing down that sledgehammer through the woods. Works what you want. A little testament of flesh falls to you go. Get up on the ground, you can lay down when the day is done. Works no more summer day you lay in the morning sun. Swing down that sledgehammer through the wood. A little testament of flesh ought to do you good. Get up off the ground, you can lay down when the day is done. No more summer day you lay in the morning sun.
That was Devil Makes 3. Fingers to the Bone is the name of the track. Next up, this is Subatomic Groove Particles. And this song is called Seattle on Local Outbreak.
I said last year would be different. I wasn't lying to myself. I don't wish last year never happened. Forgetting parts of it would. Everything's cooler in Seattle. Everything's cooler in Seattle. Everything's cooler in Seattle. I'm not ready to get out of here without ever looking back. Don't call me, I'd rather stay alone. Wanna know if you ever made it home. Everything's cooler in Seattle. Everything's cooler in Seattle. Everything's cooler in Seattle.
Subatomic Groove Particles with Seattle. Is everything good in Seattle? I heard it rains a lot there. I wouldn't like that very much. Up next, see if you can catch all the lyrics in this track. This guy sings kind of fast. This is pretty cool. This is Sam Rush is his name, and the track is called Trace the Rain. Up next on Local Outbreak.
I'll be twice told when the engine dies, don't let me radiate. You know I hate it when you lie like that. Don't lie like that, don't lie to me. Told you I'd be easy breezy, long as you be sweet, long as you speak truth to me. Oh my newbie newsy, you do be such a doozy. Don't you, won't you woo me like I'm woozy? Did you see me in the movies? Could you see me like see through me? You know you be new to me, news to me. Did you know I used to be fine without you, but I like it when I'm around you, so I just might stick around to see. I could get used to you, could you get used to me? I think we could be something like the rain, and I trace the rain to see the sky. I drink to know the ways of ways. I spin in circles in the lights around your eyes. I dance the shapes that make the days. See, I'm linguistic fingers, sing this like Mingus fingers, ring this, now bring us lingers. And a bass clap, double bass left on my face, left side, I'm a sometime, and right side, my ray high on your head like highlights, like headlights, like eyes right, like eyes tight, like laser beams. Lies, you're not facing me. Traffic jam, accident, massive attraction. Look back as I pass, and I'm smack into alchemy, ancient like alchemy. Day trips of Valkyrie, you and me read to me poetry. Snow late, translate, now the mountainsides. I ain't got stereo, so you'll have to say it loud. 2 times, say it loud. 2 times, sing to me both sides of the backs of you. And I will trace on them the rain. I will trace the rain. Here's what I know to be true. Read like poetry, use inclinations. I take incantations, take liberties. Living seems loose to be offering life for the softening. Bike to the top of me, right? With your hands out down molehills of heartbeats. Then raise up a glass made from grass from our finger feet. I'll fill it up with rain. I trace the rain to see the sky. I drink to know the ways of ways. I spin in circles in the lights around your eyes. I dance the shapes that make the days. And we'll say, come, 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 as you will say. Come, 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 as you may say. Come, 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 as you will say. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come, 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 as you will say. Come, 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 as you may say. Come, 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 as you will say. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I'll trace the rain. I'll trace the rain.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Local outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com. I want to remind you, if you want to reach the show, maybe you'd like to be a guest, maybe you have some music you would like featured, etc. You can do that. Shoot us an email at submissions@IPMNation.com. That is submissions@IPMNation.com. Here's something really interesting. The project is called Laugh Track, LAFFTRAK. And the song is called The Rise of Erdkoenig, or Erdkoenig. It's ERDKOENIG. I don't know how to say it, but I'm going to play it because it's interesting. And again, the project is called Laugh Track, LAFFTRAK. Up next on this week's Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. I'd say that's pretty energetic. Laugh track, The Rise of Erdkeneg. Again, no idea if I'm saying that even remotely correctly. So if anyone from Laugh Track is listening, my apologies. Speaking of not knowing how to say things, that seems to be the trend lately on Local Outbreak. I seem to pick things to play for you that I can't pronounce. The song is, I'm going to say it's Pleiadians or Pleiadians. I don't know. But the artist is staring at the sun, so that's easy. So this is Staring at the Sun with a song that starts with a P that I don't know how to say. But this is really interesting stuff. I like this a lot. Little electronic for you. Oh, that's so cool. I like that a lot. Staring at the Sun, Pleiadians, I think is how you say the name of the track. Staring at the Sun is the artist. Check them out online if you like that. And we have time for one more. Thank you all for listening again, as always, to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. And thanks for supporting the local music scene. So much incredible talent here in New Hampshire. Remember, IPMNation.com/Local Outbreak for the full archive. And if you want to reach out, submissions at IPMNation.com if you want to get your music featured on the show, maybe even schedule an interview. It can be done. It can happen. And we got time for one more. So we're going to close out this week with the Carpet Kids. And this track is called Brain Dead. To finish out this week's Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. Thanks, everybody.
I'm brain dead, dumbfounded, don't know if I'll make it out. I'm dope sick, not faded, pierce veins when I'm on my cloud. 2, 3, go! Confounded, brain dead, I'm broken, I'm faded, I'm conjured insane with my sinister ways. I'll always remember the night in November when I thought that I got a break. It's burning, desire, it's fuel to fire, spirals of shit served on my dinner plate. Can't get no luck, what without a crush? When I wear a blessed smile on my face with no taste. I'm looking ahead now, tell that I'm dead now, stuck under weight, swallowed by the sea. And if you should notice, life is just hopeless to the same mindset as me. It's burning, desire, it's fuel to fire, spirals and shit served on my dinner plate. Can't get no more, what do with that crush? When I wear a plastic smile on my face with no taste. Look out! I'm brain dead. We're broken.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.